I guess what'll happen is other people as they come in, they'll they can join in the conversation. Seta, you last time I think you kind of came in towards the end of it, um, or not towards the end, but like a few minutes into it. Were you able to just pick up, or do you do you remember how it happened last time? Okay. All right. Well, hopefully we've got everyone. And the nice thing is, okay, we've got one angle that's YouTube, and we've got another angle that's my video camera. So we've got three different ways of covering it. So hopefully, nobody will miss out. So how's everyone? Huh? Well, that's good. You're sounding pretty good. But how about you, Seta? Now, how are you? Uh,
Just
we
back up a little bit and you'll get yourself in the shot more.
well, we all do that. I think it's human nature to look at ourselves in a camera and get self conscious. I mean, trust me, I see footage of myself sometimes, and I'm like, ugh. But everybody's got a good and a bad side apparently. So mm, that's good. I hope you're well. Considering everything that's going on right now, I hope you're doing all right. So
Yeah.
we'll definitely say some prayers for that. Okay. Well, is everyone ready to get started? Um, oh, I see one person that's actually no, two people checked in on YouTube. Hi guys. I don't want to walk across the camera and type just yet, so I'll get to you guys in just a few minutes. So let's go ahead and get started. And I will be off camera for just a moment to do the you know ritual illustration, and then we'll pick up from there, and I'll be able to kind of come in. I made a ritual book, so it's like yeah, it's all pretty. I had to fight with some formatting to get it done, but that was most of my afternoon. But and then I get to figure out how to save it as a PDF and get it to where I can share it, which will be its own monstrosity. But we'll get to that. So in the meantime,
So we're not quite ready yet.
oh well, no, we are starting it first. The first part of this is to purify ourselves and kind of center ourselves, get us into the right frame of mind. That includes you, Darren.
Whoever said I'm gonna burst into flames, I heard that.
Uh-huh. These cool waters are upon my hands. They purify me as Tefnut purifies me. Hail unto you, Anachurut. I come unto you without falsehood and without evil. My purity is upon my hands. Come here, you. A little bit. There
My pastor said the same thing. Come here, you.
we go. Yeah, well, at least I'm not going to dunk you underwater. My purity is within my heart. I have cast out all evil that pertains to me. That's you know too. You love Kua. You love Kua. You love Kua. You love Kua. It means I am pure. I am pure. I am pure. I am pure. That includes you, boo. But you may have to tell that story later. Okay. Come in peace, bright eye of Horus. Come in peace. Receive the light. The eye of Horus shines like Ra in the twin horizons, and evil hides in fear of it. Receive the light. The eye of Horus destroys the enemies of Ra and all of their abodes till none remain. Receive the light. The eye of Horus comes, and we are purified with it. Receive the light. You arise in the Achetes Khafre, O Ra, spreading your light upon the earth. You set in peace in the mountains of Manu as a tomb, bringing your light to Duat. And um, this is where we can all say, shine upon earth as you do in heaven and Duat. So, shine upon earth as you do in heaven and Duat. And see if I can get liner notes for everyone, then we'll be able to follow along with more of it. That's next up. Okay. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who came from noon at the first time, for such is your uniqueness. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who placed Hu at your left side, for such are the words you commanded. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who placed Sia at your right side, for such is your great wisdom. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, whose Hika goes before you, for such is your ability. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who rules with Ma'at upon your brow, for such is your righteousness. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra. Hail and praise unto you, O Natchuru, you lords of love and lords of life. Grant us life, well-being, and health. May our eyes perceive your goodness and our hearts receive your wisdom. May you shine upon us as you traverse the sky, that we may bring to you Ma'at and cast out Disfet. And may you guard us from the evil one through the dark hours of the night, your protection being before us and your strength being within us. Take these, your cool waters, which are the inundation. That they may cool your hearts. Anachara, these cool waters are the eye of Horus, that your hearts may be refreshed. Milk, milk, may you taste it in your shrine. May your hearts be refreshed with it. We bring you this milk from the great flood, O Natchuru, that you may be purified with it. We give you incense. We give you incense, great purity. This incense is the eye of Horus. Its fragrance comes to you. It cleanses you, it adorns you, it takes its place upon your hands. O Natchuru, we give to you this eye of Horus. Its fragrance comes to you. Okay. Take this, your bread on which gods live. This bread is the eye of Horus, O Natchuru. Lift it to your faces and be at peace with it. Okay, and I do not have a piece of cinnamon right here, but I've got some incense that has cinnamon in it, so we'll use that for the next part. Huh? What has myrrh in it? Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, and I think, Zabora was working on making some more. I'll have to check with her on that. And yeah, I was thinking I need to make a special blend of incense that's you know myrrh is the primary scent because um, the I have plenty of the resin, but you'd need a charcoal burner, and we'd be sitting there, you know.
Smoking it up.
Well, no, no. Remember, we did a live streaming one time, and we couldn't get the charcoal disc. It was actually coconut charcoal, and it wouldn't light, and so we were sitting there doing the Jeopardy theme, trying to light the piece of charcoal. So, so yeah, so as not to do that again, we're just going to have to make a special blend. But in the meantime, this will stand in for tea chefs, which is cinnamon. Pure, pure is Ra Harketi within his house. And who else do we wish to honor tonight? Amun Ra, Set.
Christ.
Okay. Yes, pure are they within their house. Pure is the Ka of Ra with this good tea chefs that is given, as likewise are the others. Jehuti proclaims it. It is written in his house of sacred words. Hapi gives in abundance, thousands of offerings, all good and pure things, for Ra Haraketi, for Amun, for Set, for Christ, in every place that their immortal cause dwell. Come to your body, O Ra Haraketi. Come to your bodies, O Naturu. Come to your invocation. Come unto us, your servants who are mindful of your feasts and your offerings. Bring your power, your hika, your honor, and your ba to these your offerings and partake of them. Come, O people, raise these offerings before the faces of these gods. Lift the offerings before Ra, before Amun, before Set, before Christ. All life comes from them, all health comes from them, all stability comes from them, all good fortune comes from them, as it has since the first time. O Ra Horaketi and your son, the Osir Nisu Nebkapru Ra, your foes retreat from you. Horus turns himself to his eye. Turn yourselves to these your offerings, receive them from our hands. And because we have made the offerings and we give the reversion, and this is the point where we call upon the blessed dead to remember them with the voice offering prayer. So if there's anyone wants to remember in particular tonight, you can say their name if you want. If not, just think of them in your heart. I'm thinking of Wally, my voice director, and I can hear you over my shoulder as I read aloud. Copy is copy. So. Orekeru, ta henket, kakao abdu, senechermahat, kudnebet nofre wabet, anket nasharim, and cow and akupu nibu, maakeru, nibu herenachara. Okay. All right. And you know what? I needed to grab a feather. But actually, I think I've got a couple. Let's see. So I usually keep feathers around here. Here we go. Ducky feather. We come unto you, O Ra, as Chihuti comes, our hands joined under Ma'at. Ma'at has come to be with you in every place where you are. An offering of Ma'at is made unto you, that your heart may be pleased, and that your Ka shall live. Truly, your Enid has Ma'at, for they know you live in her. The Enid says unto you, your word is law eternally. This fet is cast out by your word. Rejoicing is yours every day. Ma'at has taken her place in your shrine. And go back to our prayer beads. May we always act with gentility and compassion for such as the first Ma'at. May we always offer charity and hospitality for such as the second Ma'at. May we always respect consent and fidelity for such as the third Ma'at. May we always avoid violence and promote wellness for such as the fourth Ma'at. May we always speak words of truth for such as the fifth Ma'at. May we always promote the public good for such as the sixth Ma'at. May we always act humbly and with temperance for such as the seventh Ma'at. May we always honor our gods and respect others for such as the eighth Ma'at. May we uphold Ma'at like Jehuti, that we may witness Ra's perfection every day. Okay, did anyone have any prayers to particular deities that they wanted to share, or not to share, to include? Because when I'm worshiping, in my space, obviously, Ra is the, you know, premier deity, but other folks in their own shrines might, have someone else as the central focus, and to try and include everyone. If there was somebody, that we wanted to mention, um, we're all about inclusion here. Did you? Huh? Um, did they mention a particular deity that they wanted to, say a prayer to? Uh, okay. Okay. I was just looking on the YouTube thing. Hi guys. Wow, somebody's watching. It's like almost 3 in the morning where they're at. That's really awesome. Thanks for staying up late with us. Um, well, I'll tell you what. That's something for next time. If anybody has any requests, we can read like a hymn to, to Amun or to Best or to whoever. Um, but I also have something in the back of my little book that say again. Yamanu, I thought I heard you mention something. Oh, is that background? Oh, okay, sure. That's really awesome. You got to share that with us. Post it on the group because hopefully the volume picked up and the other cameras got that because that was really cool. I enjoyed listening to that while you were reading it. Yeah. So I've got something here that this is from chapter 17 of the Book of the Dead, and the belief was that it was good to hear it and read it in life. So it was one of those things that was not just meant for funerary purposes. Um, and I tell you what, I'll read it in English this time, but I also have it in Egyptian as well. Now come to be all the words of the Lord of all. I am a tomb when I was alone. I came into being in noon. I am Ra in his rising, ruling since the beginning that which he has made. I am the great God who came into being himself, waters, Nun, father of the gods. What does it mean? It is Ra, who created the names of his limbs. They have come into being as the gods in Ra's suite. I am unopposed among the gods. I am yesterday, I know tomorrow. What does it mean? Yesterday is Osiris, tomorrow is Ra, on that day of destroying the wicked foes of the Lord of all, and of crowning his son Horus. I made the battleground of the gods as Osiris, Lord of the western desert, commanded. I know the great God who is in it. I am the great phoenix who is in Unu. I am the overseer of that which exists. What does it mean? It means Osiris. Otherwise said, that which exists is his body. Otherwise said, it is eternal renewal and everlastingness. Eternal renewal is the day, everlastingness is the night. I am Min in his going forth. I have placed the dual plumes on my head. I am the great cat who split the Ashed tree on its side in Unu, on that night of war, of warding off the rebels on that day on which were destroyed the wicked foes of the Lord of all. What does it mean? That great cat who split the Ashed on its side in Unu is Ra himself, called Cat, when Sia said of him, how like him by what he has done, and his name became Cat. Wrongdoing is overthrown, evil is destroyed. I have seen Ra born from the hindquarters of the great flood. If he is well, then I am well, and vice versa. So does anybody have any prayer requests for this week?
Well, primarily, I think I'm asking for everybody in the world
Mm-hmm.
for the protection of the people of God. I think that there is God. Some stress and all that in the air.
Yes. And there's supposed to be a storm system coming through, and it's going to be supposed to be hitting my area sometime in the morning, which means Yamano will probably be catching you a little later in the afternoon. I pray that the storms don't cause any serious harm. You know, they can be very beneficial. Clearing out, you know, dead branches from trees, washing things, that need, like pollen, that need to be washed away. But let them clear the way without causing any harm. So I pray to set that this is not a bad storm system.
Balance, moderation.
Yes. Yes, in all things, moderation. And for all of for any of my YouTube viewers that might be in the Midwestern area, I hope you guys are going to be okay too. And okay, greetings and blessings from Croatia. Okay, yeah, all right. So I was just checking on the YouTube comments. Got somebody from Croatia, and oh goodness, someone who says I'm a healthcare worker. So hope that this will someday end. Definitely, I'm going to ring a sister for you, because for all of our healthcare workers who are doing the God's work and are out there on the front lines, life, prosperity, and health for all of you. Yes. And oh yeah, and I got to give a shout out to our friend Jory. He's not on the phone call, but today's his birthday, and so definitely we hope he's having a good birthday today. Yeah, yeah, the people who do the food, grocery store workers, and all that, and I, we, um, there's so many people that do things that I hopefully we'll all come to appreciate how important they are, and that no job is, no job is unimportant, huh? Oh, okay. Let's see if I had anything else in here. Um, tell you what, I'm going to read something. It'll just be a blessing. And the way I wrote it originally, it was for one specific person. But we'll just include this for everyone who's watching. Hear us, O Ra, great Lord of Yunu, and place your arms in blessing around those who are watching. Let them rejoice in your bounty, and their hearts take joy in your kindness. Tell Neith and Ukwo to open their ways for our viewers, and may you protect them with your strong arm of compassion. For you are the All-Lord, the Lord of Ma'at. Holy and splendid is your name. Khopri at dawn, Atum at dusk, Ra Horaketi as you rule the nine. Okay. Okay, somebody's watching TV. Or there's something going on in the background. It's picking up something. But well, it's not a ritual without fortune cookies. Anybody want to? Because I have another set right here. I'll put them where the camera can see them. Whoop, there we go. And they have been waiting all this time, waiting for the right question if someone asks it. And I'm going to peek over and see what people have said. Oh, okay, someone from Franklin County, Missouri. Yeah, you're going to be in the path of the storms too, and hope you guys are going to be okay. Because there are certain places that just tend to get hit a lot, and I hope we'll all be okay this weekend. Because it's funny, Easter weekend there's always a storm. It especially where we are, it doesn't matter. And so when they gave the forecast, I said, well, it's no surprise. At least this time we won't be stuck in an IHOP with my father and my brothers while there's like a wall cloud coming overhead. Because that happened one year, and there was actually a tornado that went through a different part of town, and Darren was going, please God, don't let me die here in an IHOP with my father-in-law. Yeah. Don't make my last meal be IHOP. So, but yeah, we were all right. And so, hopefully everyone will be all right this time. So you okay? Okay, you need some. Okay. All right, Darren's going to be stepping out for a minute, so I was going to ask if he wanted to do any kind of questions, but I guess we'll have to catch him later. Oh, hang on. Just wondering. I know it's nothing very ritual, but what do you think about the viruses benefiting the Earth? Oh, okay. Yes. Somebody just had a question real quick. What I thought about with the virus. Unfortunately, I don't think that it's going to have that big of a dent on the population. That, and you have enough people joking about staying home, and there being a baby boom based on that. I don't know. I hope not, but just keep things at an even keel. But yeah. I mentioned the last time that I think personally what happens, because if you think about what a virus is, it's the lowest form of life on Earth. It's on the fringes because it can't even reproduce without something else, and so it's an entity from the fringes, and not part of the ordered world that we live in. So I think it's just this is chaos and disorder, and we're having to struggle to right the balance, by not keeping our own house and preparing for things like that. We just, now we're having to play catch up. And this kind of thing, it's happened in the past. It's just because now you can have someone travel from China to the U.S. and then from someone in the U.S. to travel on the West Coast to travel down to New Orleans for Mardi Gras, and then from New Orleans they go somewhere else in such a short amount of time, it happens that much faster. If you think about 100 years ago, the plague, then it took like a couple of years for it to, reach all the different corners of the globe. But now it happens in a matter of weeks. So it's just a byproduct of the world that we live in. And what we're doing now is we're trying to, put something good back into the world by, having a ritual and having everyone together. And, hopefully more of our Christian friends will, follow the same idea and do, live streaming from home and not,